Hi everyone, we're the A team, and my name is Grace.
I'm Vicky.
Hello, I'm Nipras.
And
I'm Dheeraj.
we worked on the solution, same problem as the previous team. And we actually want to, for the purposes of our demonstration of our skit, I'm going to pretend like I'm Erin, who works for NYIC, and Vicky is also a coworker of mine at NYIC. So, hey Vicky, I'm getting ready to do a social campaign for, we're going to swap.
Hey, Erin. I am doing a social campaign for housing and I can't find any stories. Can you please help me out?
Oh my gosh, wait, I have the perfect story from like 5 years ago. Her name was Maria. She was really struggling to make ends meet, and she lost her lease. Oh my gosh, where was that? Was that in my email? Was that in legal server, our case management system? Or was it in our CRM? I can't remember. Do you remember, Vicky?
No, you should know this.
Oh my gosh, I just can't keep track. We have 40 years worth of data in all of these disparate sources. I wonder, what are we gonna do? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to dig through everything, and it's gonna take me a week to get back to you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is not great, right?
That's not okay. Stories have power. Every story matters. Next slide, please. And Maria's story, especially, there's so many people like her. Maria worked so hard to make it in New York, and to no fault of her own, she lost her apartment. So her and her children have no place to sleep for the night. But how is someone like Maria going to find resources about how to fix her situation when English isn't her first language? If more people knew about Maria's story, it could move legislation in Albany, reach thousands of people on social media, and recruit her whole block to rally and support her. But NYIC can collect all these stories and share them to inspire and empower change. But these stories are scattered and unsearchable. How are we going to pull these stories? Well, that's where StoryBridge comes in. It's really simple and it's already integrated into NYIC's website. It's just a feature. First, it's a very easy and seamless way for anyone of any language to collect these stories. Just press a button and record their story. The feature organizes all that data and it's activated to the whole world to see their story. So how does StoryBridge work?
So instead of making a new platform, we try to decide to meet where our users are. It's been 2 months, and Maria is part of NYIC, and she has become comfortable. She is open enough to walk us with her story, and she come across with this NYIC platform where the trust has already been built. There are multiple languages that are being supported. Maria is not comfortable in English, so she chose her own language, and language should no longer be a barrier. She goes there, she chooses to record a video. She started recording with few of the pointers that she already have, which gives her a sense of belonging that this is where I can do. She is still reluctant that whether my data is going to be safe or not. Then we try to comfort her again with anonymity. Her name is not out. She chose to be anonymous. With our AI running in the back, make sure that it fetches and labels out her story in 3 terms like family, community, and housing. Then our AI tries to find out the similar stories in the neighborhood. Like, is there someone right next to me who has gone through the same thing, and probably we could meet? And that's where we polish it in terms of removing background noise and then put it out on social media credential. It goes directly out to the NYCIC page if she have a consent of doing it, so that people could learn from her own stories and not repeat the same mistakes again. But so many stories out there, right? So many stories on the Instagram handle, but what about the internal team, those who are working on NYIC? What do they do with the data? But now we have a decision layer. So every story that is being out there will be studied, and based on which a direct impact would be calculated. What are the impressions? How many number of followers that has been increased for that particular post? And based on which we have decisions that could be taken place.
And so the three pillars that drove why we built StoryBridge are, first thing, nonprofits are under-resourced, and we know that there's a $150,000 budget for the overall program, but only $10,000 of that a year is going towards technology, which we're already using to support legal server, like we mentioned, for the case management, Salesforce, as well as G Suite, and just all the little technology solutions. So we wanted to make this as cheap and accessible as possible, so it's feasible and ready to go right away. $85 a month. That's roughly 10% of their technology budget per year. And we think that this is pretty ready to go for NYIC to actually start using. Inclusivity, like we mentioned, there's 9+ languages that are being supported. Currently, as part of the MVP solution, we have 9 languages. We know there's 12 languages that we should be supporting as part of the New York City regulation. And then consent and protection. As we demonstrated, we always ask whether the user actually wants, whether the immigrant actually wants a story to be shared out anonymously or with their first name or their full name. So we always protect their anonymity, and we think that that's very important.
And now I ask you all, fellow New Yorkers, to join us in making every story count. Thank you.